Hey there everyone, today I'm going to help you with some of the most common coloring problems. And these are finger fatigue, uneven coloring, eye strain, color fading, paper damage, and that all too often colorist block. I've been coloring for over a year and trust me, I've hit all of these snags, but don't worry today because I'm going to share with you all of the professional fixes. Finger fatigue can quickly set in when you've been coloring for hours, especially when you're doing very detailed pages. It's easy to say you need to take breaks every 20 minutes, but do you really think about it? Because for me, if I'm really into coloring, the time flies and an hour's gone by before I know it. I'm not sitting there thinking about stretching out my fingers and my wrists, but it is a good thing to do if you color for long amounts of time. Now, it's easy to say, try some different colored pencils because we all have our favorites, but there are some ergonomic colored pencils, and I'm just showing you a few that are on Amazon. There's a 24 pack of Eco pencils. Staedtler has a 72 pack of ergonomic triangular barrel smooth colored pencils, so let's take a look at these. In this triangular shape, it's hard to tell in the pictures, but that will actually help your fingers. It provides enhanced grip control and it reduces your hand fatigue if you're one of those that colors a long time. And it's probably a lot of trouble, but you can put some foam grips on your pencils. You'd have to keep sliding them on and off, and more than likely you're not going to put one on every single colored pencil that you have. But if your fingers do bother you and you get finger fatigue, you can always try some of these. They have the triangular shaped pencil grips and they're pretty budget friendly. You get a 12 pack here for $8.77. Now, one of my favorite tools that I use with my colored pencils to help with those uneven coloring areas sometimes, and it really gives it a finished look, is these colorless blender pencils. And I have a set of these and they are absolutely wonderful. They add a very finished look to your pages, and you can tell here how you can see the page through the color of red, and once you've used one of these colorless blenders, how smooth it looks. I typically use these when I get closer to finishing my project, and it just gives it such a finished professional look. So if you don't have any of these colorless blenders, I recommend these, and I have this brand myself and they're only $7.99. And if you're one of those that does color for a long amount of time, you might suffer from a little bit of eye strain. I did this at first until I got myself some better lighting for my desk, and I think my desk is probably about 55 inches long. So I got one of these larger lights that pretty much goes almost the entire length of the table that I have. It's got different settings, it's got different levels of brightness, but this is really handy if you do color a long time because you want to protect your eyes. Now, after you've colored a while, you might see that your pages bleed on top of each other, and that can be very frustrating and disappointed if you're really into keeping the pages that you've colored. I've seen this more with alcohol markers in my own books, and it can be very disheartening when you're flipping through the pages and you see other pages that have bled on top of each other. So if you want to fix that issue of the bleeding through, they have this Krylon spray. It's called a workable fixative, and you can spray this on top of your coloring pages and it will help protect them. Now, a can of this, it's an 11 11-ounce can, which it's out of stock on Amazon right now, but you can use the clear kind or even the matte kind, and it will protect your pages. And if you've ever had a coloring page that for whatever reason you've ripped, or for instance, in my case, one of my cats has just went to town on one of my coloring books just because he was wanting to play, it can be very disheartening to see that page rip, not knowing what to do. So there is some document repair tape that you can use. It'll repair minor rips in your documents and in your photos. It's manufactured with non-yellowing adhesive, so you don't have to worry about it ruining your page. And the last area that I'm going to cover today is colorist block. And I know there's days when I just don't really feel like coloring, and I'll go ahead and try to make myself color, and I just can't always think of the colors or what type of color theme I want to go for on that page. You can get a coloring wheel, and it will help you decide on colors that complement each other, and you can kind of see what works and what doesn't work. It'll help you pick some color combos, and it might even become a lifesaver for you later on, having one of these little coloring wheels. Now, this is just a 9-inch coloring wheel. It's $4.59, and it can help get your creative juices flowing. I hope some of these items will help you on your own coloring journey, and you've probably come across a lot of them already, and you might not have known what to do at the time. So hopefully these tips will help you as far as paper damage, uneven coloring, or just when you have that crazy colorist block. And if you've come across some other areas when you've been coloring that have been a problem, then let me know in the comments, and I'll try to include those on a future video so that we can all help each other.